Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Jay Moore with yet another replay here today. This time we actually do have StarTale's Hack versus New Star Freaky. After casting the game between Curious and Sculpt, I thought it would be a little more interesting to go through some more of the games. I think it's from the KPL or Korean something, some kind of weekly. So we're going to go jump into this game. This is on Entombed Valley. They are cross-spawn. So we're going to go jump in this. Spawning in the southwest corner, we do have New Star Freaky as our blue Zerg. And spawning in the northeast corner, we do have StarTale's Hack as our green Terran. I haven't had a chance to watch Freaky play. To be honest, I really haven't watched too many players from NSH, excuse me. But as far as StarTales, of course, we all know who they are. I've actually gotten a chance to watch Hack play quite a bit. Very good player. I like watching him. One of the more interesting Terrans that I've seen play, especially coming from such a broad spectrum in Korea. It's kind of hard to say that a Terran is an interesting player with so many good players over there. So of course, Entombed Valley, very macro-oriented map. We should see an early hatchery, probably around 14 or 15 supply. But it actually looks like he might actually be going for an early scout. He's scouting at about the 13th supply. I'm wondering what exactly he is thinking. He maybe end up trying to do something. He might drop a spawning pool here in just a sec. And first, to see if he can try and harass his opponent a little bit. But as far as Hack goes, he's not attempted to scout yet. We do have a barracks on the way. If we see some gas going the way, that could signify maybe a factory or some sort of tech lab. But right now, we're just seeing the barracks, no full wall yet. Of course, these players do know where they are. They are cross spawn. This is forced cross spawn. Excuse me, sorry about that. And so Freaky's going to get a full scout. He may just want to avoid the timing of the second supply depot, so he knows where his opponent is. And he more than likely will try and harass this SCV. Yep, exactly what he's going to do. And at the same time, he is dropping a hatchery at his natural, so he will have that coming up behind this. And at this point, he is actually going to scout the full mineral line, see if there's any gas. And it looks like actually Hack's saving up the minerals to build up command center. So we're seeing a 1-Rax expand, nothing too special. Of course, taking the extractor, he will end up more than likely canceling this and then rebuilding it until he really feels comfortable just to let it finish, and then just use it as a scout. How many Marines he has, what kind of units he's trying to use to kill it, all different types of things. So for just a minute here, we're going to talk about the Overlord positioning. So he actually dragged one all the way up here. This isn't going to be super important for now. Essentially what this does later game is the pathing of medevacs would be if they would come across the map this way and then head down directly into his base. The same with this one down here. He's trying to get in a position down here. Actually, I apologize. It looks like they were not forced cross spawn unless Hack did not know. He actually scouted the southeast corner first. So going back to this Overlord for real quick, we're going to take a look here. It's actually hiding it right behind the natural, so he's going to be able to he's going to be able to put it right behind there to know a couple things. Really important, when he takes these 2 gas geysers. Of course, most people majority of players actually take the 2 gas geysers in their main first. Once you take these 2 additional ones, that means he's on 4 gas on 2 base, which just says a lot about what your opponent is doing. Of course, the command center is halfway done now. We do have 2 queens on the way. The spawning pool is now done, and he actually has started mining gas. We are about 50 gas at this point. He did gas a little bit later, and it looks like Hack's getting a full scout at this point. We have 2 Zerglings on the way. He'll be able to take out that SCV, get it out of his base at least. And so the hatchery is now done. They're quite even on supply, of course, this early on in the game. And so I'm really curious to see where Hack is going to go from this. It looks like he's going for a 3rd command center, and this is surprisingly exactly what his what Sculpt did against Curious. He went for the early 3rd command center and ended up losing for it. And so it looks like he is taking double gas at the same time. He's not taking the ones down here as well. Like I said, the Overlord will be a while away before it does get over here, so you will not see the timing on these gas right away, but it definitely does help him to see exactly what his opponent is doing. So of course the 3rd command center is just about halfway done. He's going to be mining 6 guys in 2 gas geysers, and we'll have to see when he drops his factory and if he's going to drop extra barracks. Usually when you drop an expansion like that, you definitely want to drop a couple extra barracks, play defensive, get some extra bunkers, and different things like that. So look, he does have a bunker coming down at the natural. We do have quite a bit of Zerglings on the map. Looks like we have about 4, so that's not too bad. It's a little exaggerated on my part. But the Zerglings are going to come up to the ramp at this point. They're going to scatter out and say, okay, I see the Marine count. That's how many Marines you have. You probably have 1 or 2 barracks. No big deal. We're not going to see a 4, 5, 6 racks all in off 2 base. We do have the 3rd gas geyser going up for, excuse me, it's actually a 2nd gas geyser going up at the natural. So throw a little bit of curveball here. This is not super important, but if he did drop a scan and see that, that may confuse him a little bit. We do have a Baneling nest coming down, so we may see a similar style from actually Freaky trying to do it to StarTale Hack this time. So a little bit of team reversal. Might actually go for a Baneling bust as well. It's similar timing as well. So actually Hack is not going to be ready for this. He actually has a factory on the way. Again, playing super greedy, just like Sculpt did. So they're really good role reversal from the previous game. And so the factory's just about done. He's going to move it out. He's going to move the barracks across at this point, and he's either going to get Blue Flame Hellions or go into tank production. More than likely tank production. He wants to play as defensive as possible. He does have that 3rd orbital, and if he does destroy these rocks and get good positioning, he could take this 3rd base and sit very comfortably for a long time. We do have a ton of supply depots coming up. He really doesn't have too many units. We do have a bunch of Zerglings in production, just about 12 more in production, so we're going to have 30 lings on the map, 5 Marines as well, or excuse me, 5 Marines for our Terran player. So I know the Marines are pretty overpowered, but I don't think they're that strong. So the Banelings are going to morph here in just a second. Here we go. They are morphing down here. So then he will crash them into the supply depots and push up into the main. Will StarTale's Hack have enough to defend this? It is really hard to say. I want to say no, but you never know with these Terran players if they do micro properly or if they do throw certain units at it. But that is a lot of Banelings going up against not a lot, and Zergling is scouting at this point, and Hack is going to be a little bit nervous at this point, and here come the Banelings just crashing into it. These Marines get caught. This could actually cost them the game, and all the SCVs are getting grouped up. Oh, losing so many SCVs, down to 29 SCVs. A lot of Banelings are being morphed down at natural, and workers killed 11. That hurts a lot. Did he end up losing the siege tank? Yes, he did. All these units are going to die down here at the natural, and now he's going to try and crash into this wall up here as well. StarTale Hack at 30 supply, already down to half of his opponent, and a ton more Zerglings are in production. He needs to move these Zerglings out of so that he can crash them into the supply depot. Supply depot that wall is down, so now the Zerglings are going to leak up into the main, and at this point, really, Hack, what does he have left to defend this? He doesn't have any Marines, and he calls GG out that early. So another really quick game. I'll try and find some longer ones, but still kind of interesting. A little, like I said before, a little bit of role reversal, but I at least hope you enjoyed my casting. Of course, I am Jay Morrow. You can follow me on Twitter under @JMorrowPro and on YouTube @JMorrowPro as well. So thank you for tuning in.